video, I'm going to show you how to access the American Community Survey data to do your community analysis assignment. So here I have the introduction worksheet that is posted on Blackboard under the week 12 folder. And here you'll notice the first thing you want to do is go to American FactFinder. So you can either hit the control key and then left click and it'll take you right there, or you can copy and paste that in. So I've already done that, and when you open it up, this is the web page you get. You'll notice it's from the US Census Bureau, and the data we're going to be using is from the American FactFinder. So let's say, for example, your hometown is Boise, Idaho. So what you want to do is right down here where it says state, county, and place, you want to start typing in Boise. And you'll notice as I start typing in here, we get a lot of different Boises. There's Boise County, there's the Boise City, Idaho, there's Boise City, which is a city, also in Oklahoma, and so forth. So there's a lot of different kinds of things you can get. And selecting the right one is important. Since we're talking about the city of Boise, we're going to select the second one here, Boise City, Idaho. Now you might want to, for example, when I was trying to do Oakland, if I typed in Oakland, California, it would give me some MSAs, metropolitan statistical areas. I had to type in Oakland City, California. So you might have to type, depends on where you're from, you might need to type in city before you get to the state. So click on that, and I click go. Leave all the other defaults. You'll notice here that you get a bunch of different variables or data sets for Idaho, and you can see there's all these different pages. You know, I can go to page 4 and there's just still a bunch of data. So it's a very rich data set, which is great. So let's go back to page 1. So you're going to have to know which data set you want to select here. And I've kind of helped you out that in a little bit. So if we go down here, you will see you'll be using the following data sets to complete the table on page 3. Let me show you page 3. So here's going to be where you're going to fill in your home city. And then these are all the variables that you're going to be filling in for your city. And as you can see, I've done it for 3 other cities, and you'll be doing some comparisons for that. So let's scroll back up to here. And so you'll be exploring the 2010 ACS, American Community Survey, 5-year estimates, which is for the years 2006 to 2010. And then I kind of give here that you're going to be using these. You have to identify the ID, the table, the file, and the data set that you're going to be using. And I list the data sets that you're going to need. So for example, the first one we want to look at is DP03, Selected Economic Characteristics for the 2010 ACS 5-year estimates. So let's go and take a look at that. So I go back to my website. We have it in Boise, and you notice there's DP3. There's 1, 2, 3 DP3s, Selected Economic Characteristics, all look the same. However, you look under the data sets, you'll notice that these are 1-year, 3-year, and 5-year estimates. And if you recall, we want to use the 5-year estimates. So we'll click on this, and it opens. The census, this American FactFinder website is really finicky. It crashes a lot, it freezes up a lot. So please make sure you kind of set aside a good 30 or 40 minutes at least to kind of collect this data and kind of finesse this website, because it can be, as I say, kind of a little finicky. So you'll notice now that we opened up this table, and this is for the Boise City for Idaho, and there's all these different variables in here that we could collect. And you also notice that there's these estimates, margin of errors, percent margin of errors. Don't worry about that. We're always going to want to be kind of collecting the percent. So the first variables that we want to collect, if we go back to our assignment here, we'll notice is we want to collect the median household income and the mean household income. So if we go there, and that just so happens to be our DP3 that we just opened up, and we can scroll down and let's say median household income. There it is. Income, total household income, median household income. So if we look for the city of Boise, the median household income is $50,402, and the mean household income is $66,840. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to report those numbers there. And so you would just type those in here and type those in there. The next thing you want to collect would be the percent of income with less than $14,999 and so forth. So if we go back there, here we are. We have total households because that's what we're interested in. So 14,999 or less. So what's the percentage on that? Well, since it's less, we're gonna have to collect this and this one. So what we would do is we'd add 5, and since we want percentages on this, we want 5.7 plus 6.2, and we total that up, and we would put that percentage right in there. You don't have to put the percent sign in, and you'll notice that I've done that for these towns. Next, you go to 15,000 to 34,999. So that would be 15 to 34,999. So once again, you would just sum those percentages up. So that's what you're going to do to be filling in this table. All your data is not going to be a DP03. You'll notice here, if I scroll back up, other ones you're going to need is DP05, and some are going to be needing S1002, and so forth, S1201, marital status. So you're going to have to maybe go back, and you don't have to type in the city again, you have that. You can always just go back, and you can look down here and say the next variable that I needed might be on this page, maybe it's on the second page. So you just have to kind of look for those variables that I've kind of laid out and fill that in. So that is how you're going to be doing this report as you fill this in. But then there's going to be some other kind of questions where you're going to have to go and describe four interesting fact finder variables of your choosing for your hometown that are different than those, and you have to explain those. And then lastly, at the very bottom, you're going to want to do some kind of comparison. How does your hometown compare to Darien, Oakland, and Birmingham? So that is how you use the American Fact Finder to collect your data. It's an important thing to learn, and it has lots of rich data. So that is the end of this. Thank you.